Elder Scrolls Oblivion, a brand new playthrough. And we're going to be starting from the very beginning of the game. This game I originally played when it first came out. First game that I ever got a full gamer score on the Xbox. But do you think I remember anything that happened in the game? No. I know Patrick Stewart talks to you at the beginning of the game, and aside from that, I have no idea. My memory is totally shot. That was, 20 years ago. So, yeah, it'll be a lot of fun to play through this game. You'll notice a couple of new things here on the stream. We got a little bit of artwork behind us, new camera angle, and overall things a little bit different. And we'll be making some more upgrades here on the studio side as we go through this series. Looking for about 90 minutes tonight and upwards of 2 hours tomorrow. We're going to be upping to 4 episodes a week. Tuesdays at 2 p.m. Mountain Time. Thursdays at 2 p.m. Mountain Time. Thursdays at 7:30 Mountain Time. And then again on Fridays at 2 p.m. Mountain Time. Of course, those games will depend on whether or not there's any work stuff. For example, Thursday nights will depend on work. But looking to get as many games in, or many episodes in, as we possibly can. So we're going to get started here. We're going to go through the full character creation here tonight, the opening of the game, and maybe explore a couple of different things. We are playing with some mods. We do have loaded up. It is called Echoes of Oblivion. It's got some graphical mods in place, a couple of extra little things here and there. It looks pretty good. I'm hoping that it will work well for us. I've never really played with these mods before, never played modded Oblivion before. Well, as we go through, I'll explain more about kind of what our goals are here with our character. Our character is named, or is going to be named, Seryn. And we'll go through everything. You'll see what she looks like as we go in, but let's jump into the game.
I was born 87 years ago. For 65 years, I've ruled as Tamriel's emperor. But for all these years, I've never been the ruler of my own dreams. I have seen the gates of Oblivion, beyond which no waking eye may see. Behold, in darkness, a doom sweeps the land. This is the 27th of last seed, the year of Akatosh 433. These are the closing days of the Third Era and the final hours of my life.
All right, there we go. Our introductory scenes for Oblivion, one of the greatest Elder Scrolls games ever created. So, we are going to be going with a Dunmer character from Vvardenfell. Now, let's go in. We are going to be a woman. And this is where I've got notes. just take a moment here to go through and do some of these here. As I'm doing this, I'll kind of go through the rundown a little bit of who this character is. This character is a chronicler. Likes to go and learn more about what the lore of Tamriel. Once we finish, or as we go through the game, we're going to be playing or reading as much as we can. We're going to be visiting as many places as we can. Yes, I know that there's going to be, in the game, an end goal, but we're going to do whatever we can throughout the entire game. I will say a big shout out to Epic Treasure, who is the one who set us up or provided the information to be able to create this particular character. They have a fantastic guide on YouTube that, because the character creation in Oblivion, well, I guess the easiest way to describe it is like if you want to play a Dunmer, it always ends up starting off looking like an angry radish. And that's not what we wanted, so I did some research into finding out how we can create a character that actually has a little bit of, I guess, attractiveness in the traditional sense, as opposed to just kind of being there. Music in this game, the soundscape in general, is just absolutely fantastic, especially on the remastered edition. They've done such good work in doing, upgrading everything. Those of you who watch the channel might be asking, so, well, I thought we were going to be playing, or you were playing through all three games, Morrowind, Oblivion, then Skyrim. What happened to Morrowind? And to be brutally honest, I had some file issues with it. We are quite well into the game, and I had some issues with the save. And then trying to get back to where we were, it's tedious. Actually, at that point in time, was like, you know what? After trying to get back into it, after that, I'm just wasn't able to do it. And so I decided that we're just going to start jump ahead. This is a brand new character. And here is our character. And our name is Seryn Omalen. Dark Elf from Vardenfell.
I must surely be dead, and in the halls of Azura to look upon such a vision. You are so beautiful, my dear Dunmer maiden. One of the guards owes me a favor, you know. I could get us put in the same cell. Would you like that? You should have some fun before the end. Yeah, you heard me. No matter what the law says, no matter what they told you, you're going to die in here. You're going to die. Hey, you hear that? The guards are coming. For you.
Horus, lock that door behind us.
Yes, sir. My sons, they're dead, aren't they?
We don't know that, sire. The messenger only said they were attacked.
No, they're dead. I know it.
What's this prisoner doing here? This cell is supposed to be off limits.
Usual mix-up with the watch.
Never mind. Get that gate open. Stand back, prisoner. We won't hesitate to kill you if you get in our way.
No sign of pursuit, sir.
Stay put,
Good.
prisoner.
Let's go. We're not out of this yet.
You. I've seen you. Let me see your face. You are the one from my dreams. Then the stars were right. And this is the day. Gods give me strength.
What's going on?
Assassins attacked my sons, and I am next. My blades are leading me out of the city along a secret escape route. By chance, the entrance to that escape route leads through your cell.
Who are you?
I am your Emperor, Uriel Septim. By the grace of the gods, I serve Tamriel as her ruler. You are a citizen of Tamriel, and you too shall serve her in your own way.
Why am I in jail?
Perhaps the gods have placed you here so that we may meet. As for what you have done, it does not matter. That is not what you will be remembered for.
What should I do?
You will find your own path. Take care. There will be blood and death before the end.
Please, sire, we must keep moving. Better not close this one. There's no way to open it from the other side.
Don't try anything. I'm watching.
Looks like this is your lucky day. Just stay out of our way.
Well, okay. Nothing of interest to grab there.
Close up left. Protect the Emperor.
Protect yourself.
I would, but they would give me a weapon.
Are you all right, sire? We're clear for now.
Captain Ren.
She's dead. Sorry, sire, but we have to keep moving.
How could they be waiting?
Don't know, but it's too late
There's
to go back
trouble
now.
ahead.
Don't worry, sire. We will get you out of here.
They won't be the first to underestimate the blades. I'll take point. Let's move.
You stay here, prisoner. Don't try to follow us.
Okay. So we have A sword. And a bow. I know we can take this iron equipment, but we've got light armor on, or we're going to be putting light armor on. Leather armor, light armor, that's going to be our go-to for this character. You'll see that in a few moments. Don't mind me just getting adjusted, more comfortable. So we have everything that we need there. Now it's funny, it says test your clairvoyance spell. I don't think we have clairvoyance. We've got flare. We've got ancestor, so summon an ancestor guardian on ourselves. Can only be used once a day, though. Chameleon, heal minor wounds. We're going to equip our flare. I'm just going to put these spells here into... Oh. Not have a bow. And take this rusty iron bow. There we go. And do our magic. Here we go. So, let us be back off. Sneaky. I didn't want to pick up that remedy, but we did anyway. Come on. There we go. Rusty helm, a tomato, bone. Oh, we don't need a bone. A hammer. to where the goblins are. What sees me? Where? Oh. There's a rat. Into the caverns we go. Sometimes it gives me... There we go. Oh, a cheese wheel. I hate cheese wheels. We're getting a nice, good, sizable amount of arrows. Got 2 in one shot. How about that? Up to 41 arrows. Lockpicking is so tough in this game. It's one of those things that I wish they had done a better job of, I guess, maintaining or upgrading when they did the remaster. Oh, hello! I see you. go... Oh, you are moving. Sneak attacks help to level up our sneak skill, which would be nice and handy to use. I don't want to play Stealth Archer through the whole game. But it does make this starting tutorial dungeon a lot easier. Well, a repair hammer and a longsword. And we'll take that. Just some rat meat, okay.
Protect the Emperor until help arrives.
Help? What makes you think help will get here before more of those bastards?
Here they
We need
come
to get the
again.
Emperor out of here.
Oh, there we go. We got one there. Oh.
Do your worst. Am I supposed to be impressed? Oh! Damn it, it's that prisoner again. Kill her. She might be working with the assassins.
No, she is not one of them. She can help us. She must help us.
As you wish.
They cannot understand why I trust you. They've not seen what I've seen. How can I explain? Listen, you know the Nine, how they guide our fates with an invisible hand.
I'm not on good terms with the gods.
I've served the Nine all my days, and I chart my course by the cycles of the heavens. The skies are marked with numberless sparks, each a fire, and every one a sign. I know these stars well, and I wonder, which sign marked your birth?
Why, the Lady, which will fortify our willpower by 10 points, fortify endurance by 10 points.
The signs I read show the end of my path. My death, a necessary end, will come when it will come.
What about me?
Your stars are not mine. Today, the Lady shall fortify you in your quest for glory.
Can you see my fate?
My dreams grant me no opinions of success. Their compass ventures not beyond the doors of death. But in your face, I behold the sun's companion. The dawn of Akatosh's bright glory may banish the coming darkness. With such hope, and with the promise of your aid, my heart must be satisfied.
Aren't you afraid to die?
No trophies of my triumphs precede me, but I have lived well, and my ghost shall rest easy. Men are but flesh and blood. They know their doom, but not the hour. In this, I am blessed to see the hour of my death, to face my apportioned fate, then fall.
Where are we going?
I go to my grave. A tongue shriller than all the music calls me. You shall follow me yet for a while. Then we must part.
You may as well make yourself useful. Here, carry this torch and stick close.
Tell me about the blades.
We're the Emperor's bodyguards. Our job is to get him out of situations like this. Although I admit, things are not going according to plan.
Tell me about the Emperor.
My job is to make sure the Emperor gets out of here alive, and I intend to do it. Stick close and let us do our job, and you'll be all right.
Okay, now he asked me to carry a torch, so let's go into our miscellaneous and let's equip a torch. I see one of them. Can I get a shot off?
Take them down! The Emperor's in danger!
I got him, but didn't kill him.
Not much farther.
Oblivion! Take you!
Needs help!
Oh, there they go.
The end is in sight. You handled yourself pretty well back there. Just keep out of our way. Got it?
Well, you lead the way then.
Hold up. I don't like this. Let me take a look. Looks clear. Come on. We're almost through to the sewers. Damn it! The gate is barred from the other side. A trap!
What about that side passage back there?
Worth a try. Let's go.
There's nothing here.
They're behind us. Wait here, sire.
Wait here with the Emperor. Guard him with your life.
For the Emperor! For the blades and the Emperor!
Take them down.
I can go no further. You alone must stand against the Prince of Destruction and his mortal servants. He must not have the Amulet of Kings. Take the amulet, give it to Joffrey. He alone knows where to find my last son. Find him and close shut the jaws of Oblivion.
Stranger, you chose the bad.
No. Talos, save us. We failed. I failed. The Blades are sworn to protect the Emperor. Now he and all his heirs are dead. The amulet. Where's the Amulet of Kings? It wasn't on the Emperor's body.
The Emperor gave it to me.
Strange. He saw something in you. Trusted you. They say it's the dragon blood that flows through the veins of every Septim. They see more than lesser men. The Amulet of Kings is a sacred symbol of the Empire. Most people think of the red dragon crown, but that's just jewelry. The amulet has power. Only a true heir of the blood can wear it, they say. He must have given it to you for a reason. Did he say why?
I must take it to Joffrey.
Joffrey? He said that? Why?
There is another heir.
Nothing I ever heard about. But Joffrey would be the one to know. He's the Grand Master of my order. Although you may not think so to meet him, he lives quietly as a monk at Welkynd Priory, near the city of Coral.
How do I get there?
First, you need to get out of here. Through that door must be the entrance to the sewers, past the locked gate. That's where we were heading. It's a secret way out of the Imperial City. Or it was supposed to be secret. Here, you'll need this key for the last door into the sewers.
The sewers?
There are rats and goblins down there. But from what I've seen of you, I'm guessing you're an experienced acrobat. Am I right?
No, I am a custom class because we are a Chronicler. Intelligence and personality, sorry. And for our skills, blade, alteration, destruction, mysticism, illusion, light armor, speechcraft. Chronicler. So we shall continue.
Really? I would never have guessed. Still, I don't think you'll have any trouble with rats and goblins.
After the sewers, then what?
You must get the amulet to Joffrey. Take no chances, but proceed to Wayne Priory immediately. Got it?
Yes, I understand.
Good. The Emperor's trust was well placed.
What about you? What will you do?
I'll stay here to guard the Emperor's body, and make sure no one follows you. You'd better get moving. May Talos guide you. By the way, thanks for recovering Captain Renault's sword. I'll see that it is given a place of honor in the halls of the Blades.
And we have lost that sweet sword. So let us go back now. And this is why I picked up that iron sword. So we now have... It's not as good. It does 5 damage. Going to be constantly on the lookout for anything of use. Well, that's totally useless. Oh, it's a rat. We go through in loading screens. Loading screens are a little bit longer here. It's going to take a little bit. We have to adjust some settings. I know I did a test run earlier today just to make sure settings were good here for the game. I don't know if it kept them or not, or if I'm going to have to tweak them a little bit. I might have to here. So let's just go in. Okay, it should be okay. It'll smooth out here in a moment. So we've got some ruins in front of us. I know we have to go to the west. And yes, we can do fast travel in this game. We couldn't do that in Morrowind. We can't do fast travel here. But I do not want to do fast travel. As we take a look at our nice map, that is where we have to get to. This is where we are. We can go through or around the Imperial City, and then we got to go around, or what we can do is we can just go over, cross the water, and then just take the Red Ring Road, follow that around, and then take the Black Road all the way up to Wayland Priory. And I think that's what we're going to do. Notice how all the roads do have colors, or named after colors. We've got the yellow road, the green road, the gold road, the blue road, the silver road, the Red Ring Road, and, of course, the Black Road. The orange road, and again, fantastic set of mods. You can see the actual colorations here. Fittingly, the gold goes to the Gold Coast, but yes, we're going to have to go into the Colovian Highlands to Coral. Okay. All right. Here we go. Oh, we got a fish out of water. Vilverin.
It's a fight your gets.
Hey, I don't know who you are. Poisonous separation.
Hello? Who's there?
Me. And I'm gonna kill you.
I've got mud crabs more fearsome than you! Oh.
No, 1513. I'm just curious. Oh, yeah. Our rough leather is going to be much stronger. So that's what we're going to stick with. What's in the... Oh, that's a broken crate. Now, there's bandits set up here. That means that there's something worth looking at. Let's see how we can get in. Oh. What is this power that we've got going? Active effects. We are fortifying our magicka for 20 minutes. Well then. Oh, there's a chest here. There's some gold. This looks like the entrance here. Oh, what's there? Torch. I want to be sneaky around these guys. Oh, no. We're going to reload. That's a pretty lame way to die. Well, that's kind of funny. Dude killed himself. Sneaky, sneaky. Don't want to be too loud.
Lost them. Who's there?
Good to see you. Clovia is a land of rugged wastes and highland forests.
Who's there?
What's the news from the
Nothing to worry about, I guess. Just my eyes playing tricks on me.
And a lot of that is going to the Ren Ridge Recruit.
If the Empire isn't going to stop the skooma trade, who will?
Safe travels.
You two. What's that?
Hello? Who's there?
I'll restore fatigue. That's going to be handy to have.
Where are you? Where did you go? Come out where I can see you. Whatever it was, it's gone now. Hello? Who's there? What's that? What's that?
Hello? Who's there? Whatever it was is gone.
Guess it was nothing.
Huh? Where did you go? Come out where I can see you.
Let's see what these guys are hiding. And these are Ayleid runes. Ayleids were the first elves. Brief History of the Empire. Brief History of the Empire, Part 4 by Stronic Cathodge III, Imperial Historian. The first book of the series described, in brief, the first 8 emperors of the Septim dynasty, beginning with Tiber I. The second volume described the War of the Red Diamond and the 6 emperors who followed. The third volume described the troubles of the next 3 emperors, the frustrated Uriel IV, the ineffectual Sepphoris II, and the heroic Uriel V. On Uriel V's death across the sea in distant hostile Akavir, Uriel VI was but 5 years old. In fact, Uriel VI was born only shortly before his father left for Akavir. Uriel V's only other progeny, by a Morganatic alliance, were the twins Morahatha and Eloisa, who had been born a month after Uriel V left. Uriel VI was crowned in the 290th year of the Third Era. The imperial consort, Thonica, as the boy's mother, was given a restricted regency until Uriel reached his majority. The Elder Council retained the real power, as they had ever since the days of Catariah I. The Council so enjoyed its unlimited and unrestricted freedom to promulgate laws and generate profits that Uriel VI was not given full license to rule until 307, when he was already 22 years old. He had been slowly assuming positions of responsibility for years, but both the Council and his mother, who enjoyed even her limited regency, were loath to hand over the reins. By the time he came to the throne, the mechanisms of government gave him little power, except for that of the imperial veto. This power, however, he regularly and vigorously exercised. In 313, Uriel VI could boast with conviction that he truly did rule Tamriel. He utilized defunct spy networks and guard units to bully and coerce the difficult members of the Elder Council. His half-sister, Morahatha, was, not surprisingly, his staunchest ally, especially after her marriage to Baron Ulfa Gerson of Winterhold brought her considerable wealth and influence. As the sage Ugaridge said, Uriel V conquered Esseroniat, but Uriel VI conquered the Elder Council. When Uriel VI fell off a horse and could not be resuscitated by the finest imperial healers, his beloved sister Morahatha took up the imperial tiara. At 25 years of age, she had been described by admittedly self-serving diplomats as the most beautiful creature in all of Tamriel. She was certainly well-learned, vivacious, athletic, and a well-practiced politician. She brought the Archmagister of Skyrim to the imperial city and created the second imperial battle mage since the days of Tiber Septim. Morahatha finished the job her brother had begun and made the imperial province a true government under the Empress and later the Emperor. Outside the imperial province, however, the empire had been slowly disintegrating. Open revolutions and civil wars had raged unchallenged since the days of her grandfather Sepphoris II. Carefully coordinating her counterattacks, Morahatha solely claimed back her rebellious vassals, always avoiding overextending herself. Though Morahatha's military campaigns were remarkably successful, her deliberate pace often frustrated the council. One councilman, an Argonian who took the Clovian name of Thorocles, Ramus, furious at her refusal to send troops to his beloved Black Marsh, is commonly believed to have hired the assassins who claimed her life in Third Era 339. Ramus was summarily tried and executed, though he protested his innocence to the last. Morahatha had no surviving children, and Eloisa had died of a fever 4 years before. Eloisa's 25-year-old son Pelagius was thus crowned Pelagius IV. Pelagius continued his aunt's work, slowly bringing back under his wing the radical and refractory kingdoms, duchies, and baronies of the empire. He exercised Morahatha's poise and circumspect pace in his endeavors, but alas, he did not attain her success. The kingdoms had been free of constraint for so long that even a benign imperial presence was considered odious. Nevertheless, when Pelagius died after a notably stable and prosperous 29-year reign, Tamriel was closer to unity than it had been since the days of Uriel I. Our current emperor, his awesome and terrible majesty Uriel Septim VII, son of Pelagius IV, has the diligence of his great-aunt Morahatha, the political skill of his great-uncle Uriel VI, and the military prowess of his great-granduncle Uriel V. For 21 years he reigned and brought justice and order to Tamriel. In the year Third Era 389, however, his imperial battle mage, Jagar Tharn, betrayed him. Uriel VII was imprisoned in a dimension of Tharn's creation, and Tharn used his sorcery of illusion to assume the Emperor's aspect. For the next 10 years, Tharn abused Imperial privilege, but did not continue Uriel VII's schedule of reconquest. It is not yet entirely known what Tharn's goals and personal accomplishments were during the 10 years he masqueraded as his liege lord. In Third Era 399, an enigmatic champion defeated the battle mage in the dungeons of the Imperial Palace, and freed Uriel VII from his other dimensional jail. Since his emancipation, Uriel Septim VII has worked diligently to renew the battles that would reunite Tamriel. Tharn's interference broke the momentum, it is true, but the years since then have proven that there is hope of the golden age of Tiber Septim's rule, glorifying Tamriel once again. Okay, it's 8:37 in the morning. It is still very early. Oh. Let's go to this Vilverin Kenacell. Well, somebody's been down here. Somebody was buried here. They are gone now. Nothing else down here. Oh, what do we have here? Gold and an iron shield. I don't need an iron shield. Well, let's get out of here. I don't think there's anything else left to see in Vilverin. Instead, we're going to take the long, arduous trek. We're off now to Welkynd Priory. Oh, let's see what we've got here. An iron claymore. Over here. Another book, The Guide to the Imperial City. Just the names of the things in the city. I'm not too sure we need to worry about that. Oh, some gold. Welkynd stones. Another thing I do find nice in Oblivion is travel's a little bit faster, just in general. Go around here to get to the road. Oh, some garlic. And a book, Immortal Blood. Immortal Blood by Anonymous. The moons and stars were hidden from sight, making that particular quiet night especially dark. The town guard had to carry torches to make their rounds, when the man who came to call at my chapel carried no light with him. I came to learn that Movarth Pekine could see in the dark almost as well as the light, an excellent talent, considering his interests were exclusively nocturnal. One of my acolytes brought him to me, and from the look of him, I at first thought he was in need of healing. He was pale to the point of opalescence, with a face that looked like it had once been very handsome, before some unspeakable suffering. The dark circles under his eyes bespoke exhaustion, but the eyes themselves were alert, intense, almost insane. He quickly dismissed my notion that he himself was ill, though he did want to discuss a specific disease. Vampirism, he said, and then paused at my quizzical look. I was told that you were someone I should seek help out for understanding it. Who told you that? I asked with a smile. Tessina Gray. I immediately remembered her. A brave, beautiful knight who had needed my assistance separating fact from fiction on the subject of the vampire. It had been 2 years, and I never heard whether my advice had proved effective. You've spoken to her. How is her ladyship? I asked. Dead, Movarth replied coldly. Then, responding to my shock, he added, perhaps to soften the blow, she said your advice was invaluable, at least for the one vampire. When last I talked to her, she was tracking another. It killed her. Then the advice I gave her was not enough, I sighed. Why do you think it would be enough for you? I was a teacher once myself years ago, he said. Not in a university, a trainer in the Fighters Guild. But I know that if a student doesn't ask the right questions, the teacher cannot be responsible for his failure. I intend to ask you the right questions. And that he did. For hours, he asked questions, and I answered what I could. But he never volunteered any information about himself. He never smiled. He only studied me with those intense eyes of his, committing every word I said to memory. Finally, I turned the questioning around. You said you were a trainer at the Fighter Guild. Are you on an assignment for them? No, he said curtly. Finally, I could detect some weariness in those feverish eyes of his. I would like to continue this tomorrow night if I could. I need to get some sleep and absorb this. You sleep during the day, I smiled. To my surprise, he returned the smile, though it was more of a grimace. When tracking your prey, you adapt to their habits. The next day, he did return with more specific questions. These ones very specific. He wanted to know about the vampires of Eastern Skyrim. I told him about the most powerful tribe, the Volkihar, paranoid and cruel, whose very breath could freeze their victims' blood in their veins. I explained to him how they live beneath the ice of remote and haunted lakes, never venturing into the world of men except to feed. Movarth Pekine listened carefully and asked more questions into the night, until at last he was ready to leave. I will not see you for a few days, he said, but I will return and tell you how helpful your information has been. True to his word, the man returned to my chapel shortly after midnight 4 days later. There was a fresh scar on his cheek, but he was smiling that grim but satisfied smile of his. Your advice helped me very much, he said, but you should know that the Volkihar have an additional ability you didn't mention. They can reach through the ice of their lakes without breaking it. It was quite a nasty surprise, being grabbed from below without any warning. How remarkable, I said with a laugh, and terrifying. You're lucky you survived. I don't believe in luck. I believe in knowledge and training. Your information helped me, and my skill at melee combat sealed the Bloodsucker's fate. I've never believed in weaponry of any kind. Too many unknowns. Even the best swordsmith has created a flawed blade. But you know what your body is capable of. I know I can land 1,000 blows without losing my balance, provided I get the first strike. The first strike, I murmured, so you must never be surprised. That is why I came to you, said Movarth. You know more than anyone alive about these monsters in all their cursed varieties across the land. Now you must tell me about the vampires of northern Valenwood. I did as he asked, and once again his questions taxed my knowledge. There were many tribes to cover. The Bonsamu, who were indistinguishable from the Bosmer except when seen by candlelight. The Kirelth, who could disintegrate into mist. The Yekef, who swallowed men whole. The dread Telboth, who preyed on children, eventually taking their place in the family, waiting patiently for years before murdering them all in their unnatural hunger. Once again he bade me farewell, promising to return in a few weeks. And once again he returned as he said, just after midnight. This time, Movarth had no fresh scars, but again he had new information. You are wrong about the Kirelth being unable to vaporize when pushed underwater, he said, patting my shoulder fondly. Fortunately, they cannot travel far in their mist form, and I was able to track it down. You must have surprised it fearfully. Your field knowledge is becoming impressive, I said. I should have had an acolyte like you decades ago. Now tell me, he said, of the vampires of Cyrodiil. I told him what I could. There was but one tribe in Cyrodiil, a powerful clan who had ousted all other competitors, much like the Imperials themselves had done. Their true name was unknown, lost in history, but they were experts at concealment. They kept themselves well fed. They were indistinguishable from living persons. They were cultured, more civilized than the vampires of the provinces, preferring to feed on victims while they were asleep, unaware. They will be difficult to surprise, Movarth frowned, but I will seek one out and tell you what I learn. And then you will tell me of the vampires of High Rock and Hammerfell and Elsewhere and Blackmarsh and Morrowind and the Somerset Isles, yes? I nodded, knowing then that this was a man on an eternal quest. He wouldn't be satisfied with but the barest hint of how things were. He needed to know it all. He did not return for a month, and on the night he did I could see his frustration and despair, though there were no lights burning in my chapel. I failed, he said as I lit a candle. You were right, I could not find a single one. Brought the light up to my face. He was surprised, even stunned, by the pallor of my flesh, the dark hunger in my angel's eyes, and the teeth. Oh yes, I think the teeth definitely surprised the man who could not afford to be surprised. I haven't fed in 72 hours, I explained as I fell on him. He did not land the first blow, or the last. Well, that's an interesting tale. One moment here. I just want to extend the draw distance.
You have my ear, citizen.
Your money or your life?
No. Take it from me if you can.
Easily done.
Oh, that hurt. And we got a active effect here. Oh, we've been hit with a weak poison of sickness. Okay, well, let's get into our inventory. We've got some... Use the potion of healing. Guess we should keep our sword out. I just want to see how we can, if the graphics, how much we can boost them up here. Because when you ask it to do an auto detect, it tells us we can run it high. Oh, now it says low. Oh yeah. Not too much of a drop off.
Yes?
Have you heard any word about the other provinces?
Nothing I'd like to talk about.
What is it?
Still no news out of Elswell since everybody vanished. You can't be too careful out in the wilderness.
Are you
Almost
sure?
any creature you find is liable to give you a disease. Take care.
Well,
I don't know how to make this request any simpler, but to put it bluntly, Raylan the Gravefinder must die.
Who's Raylan the Gravefinder?
A few months ago, that witch of a necromancer decided to inhabit Moss Rock Cavern just north of my inn. I don't know what she does in there. Frankly, I don't want to know. However, I do know that after she arrived, the woods at night became unsafe. I've seen undead of all types walking in the dark woods near the cave entrance. Now this area is getting a bad reputation, and my business has waned. Every day, it seems the number of undead increase. If someone can get into the cave and kill Raylan, maybe we can stem the tide. Her death pays a handsome bounty. I hope you'll take advantage of the opportunity.
I will remember that. Now, what's this you guys were talking about, Ayleswell?
A small settlement to the northwest of here, on the other side of the Silver Road to Bruma. We've had travelers through recently that say it's turned into a ghost town. Everyone vanished without a trace.
Any other rumors?
Everyone's talking about the assassination, of course. Here, take my copy of the new Black Horse Courier. Go ahead, keep it.
Okay. Well, we're not
Raylan will finally get what's coming to her. The death of Uriel Septim and his heirs changes everything.
Well, let's... Oh, I want to go in my inventory. What's, Courier Special Edition. Emperor and heirs assassinated. Elder Council named as regents. Uriel Septim VII is dead at the age of 87, having ruled Tamriel for 65 years. He was killed by assassins unknown. At the same time, in separate locations, the late Emperor's 3 sons and heirs, Crown Prince Galdal, 56, Prince Enmund, 55, Prince Ebel, 53, were slain by other assassins. An investigation into the identity and the motives of the assassins is underway, but the Elder Council, Imperial Guard, and Blades Guards have forbidden the publication of reports and rumors concerning the event until further notice. By ancient precedent, the Elder Council rules the Empire until a new emperor is crowned. No direct heirs survive, and the Council has proposed no list of candidates. Chancellor Okado, Imperial Battle Mage speaking for the Elder Council, presented an appeal to the Empire's citizens for calm and asked that the people remember the Emperor, his sons, and the Elder Council in their prayers. Emperor Uriel's early reign was marked by peace and prosperity. The Empress Calavoria bore him 3 healthy sons, was a loving companion to the Emperor, and a great favorite of the people. However, the Emperor and the Empire suffered terribly during the Imperial Simulacrum from 3rd Era 389 to 399, when he was held captive in Oblivion while the usurper Jagger Tharn assumed his appearance and ruled in his stead. Emperor Uriel was finally rescued and restored, and the impostor defeated by the agency of the sorceress Rhea Silmain and her shadowy protege. But the affairs of the Empire were in great disorder, and Empress Calavoria, exhausted by her ordeal, withdrew from public life.
You don't say.
We're going to remember about Raylan. There's one thing I don't like, and that's the necromancer. A little choppy, a little bit of a drop of some frame rate, but we're still moving pretty good. Seryn. Okay. We're just going to go back to medium across the board for everything. High is just not quite what I can handle. Which is a little surprising. This is a pretty new machine. Does a lot of my work for editing, no problem. Oh, there's the entrance. Let's see. Oh, is there anything up here? No. Ouch. Well, we've killed everything. We got a bedroll here. Let's sleep for 2 hours. Two-hour nap, we're back to full health.
Hello? Who's there?
Always skirting around in the shadows, making me jump. Where are you? Hello? Huh?
something in there. I'm determined to find out what it is. Welkynd stone. Lockpick skill just is not good enough. We're gonna have to return to Seryn.
If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you'll get.
Who are you? Absorb magic tome. What is an absorb magic tome? Absorb magicka to your spell list. Yes. So now I have cold touch, shocking touch, soothing touch. I don't know what we read or did to gain these, but we've gained a bunch of spells that I do not recall us having before. Like light. Open very easy lock. Well, let's just kind of rest up here for an hour. To get back onto the main road. We also have that mortal and pestle that we could use to make some potions as well. Thought I heard something to the right. Still on the Red Ring Road? Yes, we are. Okay. Okay, so I just want to make sure that those of you who are watching are seeing this too. Shagol Gorobomp's house.
Dr. Dirham in the inn. I'm tired of this minstrel's freak show our town has turned into.
Whoa. The people of Elswell are invisible.
Excuse me. We have a small problem that we hope you can help us with. You may be wondering why you can't see me. We are all wondering the same thing.
What happened?
Everyone in Ayleswell suddenly became invisible several weeks ago. It was sort of fun at first, but the novelty is definitely worn off now. You can imagine how difficult it is to run an inn while invisible. Once you get a reputation as a haunted inn, you can just forget about it. So we've all been keeping quiet, hoping the spell will wear off. But we're running out of patience. We're sure it was Ankatar's doing. We can't find him. If you can help us, we will be extremely grateful.
Who's Ankatar?
He's a wizard who took up residence in the ruins of Fort Caractacus a couple of years ago. He's caused us no end of trouble with his magical experiments, but nothing as bad as this. We've tried to find him, but had no luck. If he's still living in the fort, he's hiding from us, and no wonder. If you could find him and get him to remove this cursed invisibility, we will all be in your debt.
Where's Fort Caractacus?
It's just to the southeast of here. Follow the path down the hill, but watch out for the invisible monsters that infest the ruins.
You know any other rumors?
An old priest in Kvatch is worried about strange disappearances. He sounded quite depressed. How can we win if even the priests lose their faith? Good day.
Good to see you. Yes? Where does our food come from? The Heartlands, and the Nibinian Valley, and Skingrad.
So we can see a little
great
bit of the shimmer
wines,
of them,
cheeses,
but
and
that's
tomatoes. Oh, heard any news from the other province?
Well, we're not going to go right away. I think the southeast of here. Let me see if it's on the map. It's not anywhere here. Could be anywhere around here to the southeast. But we'll remember Ayleswell. We will come back to Ayleswell. We've got other pressing matters right now. We need to get to Welkynd Priory.
Greetings. We've all agreed to let Dirham be our spokesman. You'll find him in the inn, if you look very carefully.
Oh. Somebody from Elsewell who's invisible. Empire. Another fort. Chorl is this way. Fort Nickel. I want to kind of get all of the sites here. I don't necessarily want to explore everything right now. But everything that we can kind of check off and have the map fuller makes it a little bit easier when we have to navigate things. Scare rats. Fort Ash.
Your money or your life?
No, take it from me if you can.
Actually, that's the way this one prefers it.
Battle axe. I don't want a battle axe. And there's a soldier on patrol. Where were you like 30 seconds ago when I got jumped by a highwindman? What's this over here? The farmhouse. The Odile Farm. Oh, we're almost at Welkynd Priory. 127 paces. Arrived at Welkynd Priory. Now I must take the Amulet of Kings to Joffrey.
Yes? Can I help you?
I must speak to Joffrey.
He's upstairs. Go ahead. I'm Brother Joffrey. What do you want?
I brought you the Amulet of Kings.
This cannot be. No one but the Emperor is permitted to handle the amulet. Let me see it. By the Nine! This is the Amulet of Kings. Who are you? How did you get this? What do you know of the Emperor's death?
Well, I'll tell him all about it, that I'm supposed to find his son.
As unlikely as your story sounds, I believe you. Only the strange destiny of Uriel Septim could have brought you to me carrying the Amulet of Kings.
What does close shut the jaws of Oblivion mean?
His meaning is unclear to me as well. The Emperor seemed to perceive some threat from the demonic world of Oblivion. The Prince of Destruction, Mehrunes Dagon, is one of the Lords of Oblivion. But the mortal world is protected from the Daedra of Oblivion by magical barriers.
How could Oblivion threaten us, then?
I'm not sure. Only the Emperors truly understand the meaning behind the rituals of coronation. The Amulet of Kings is ancient. Saint Alicia herself received it from the gods. It is a holy relic of great power. When an Emperor is crowned, he uses the amulet to light the dragon fires at the Temple of the One in the Imperial City. With the Emperor dead and no new heir crowned, the dragon fires in the temple will be dark, for the first time in centuries. It may be that the dragon fires protected us from a threat that only the Emperor was aware of.
The Emperor asked me to find his son.
I am one of the few who know of his existence. Many years ago, I served as captain of Uriel's bodyguards, the Blades. One night, Uriel called me into his private chambers. A baby boy lay sleeping in a basket. Uriel told me to deliver him somewhere safe. He never told me anything else about the baby, but I knew it was his son. From time to time, he would ask about the child's progress. Now, it seems that this illegitimate son is the heir to the Septim throne, if he yet lives.
Where can I find Uriel's son?
His name is Martin. He serves Akatosh in the chapel in the city of Kvatch, south of here. You must go to Kvatch and find him at once. If the enemy is aware of his existence, as seems likely, he is in terrible danger. And please, let me know if there's anything you need. My resources here are limited, but I will help in any way I can.
Well, tell me about this Amulet of Kings.
It will be safest here with me. When you return with Martin, we will figure out our next move.
Okay. What about some assistance here? You said that you got assistance for me.
I keep a few things here in my chest to resupply traveling blades. Help yourself to whatever you need. Your first priority now should be to find Martin and bring him back here.
What about Boris?
One of the youngest blades ever to serve in the Emperor's personal guard. I am glad to hear that he survived, but I fear he will take the Emperor's death particularly hard. The coronation of each new Emperor is sealed when he uses the Amulet of Kings to light the dragon fires in the Temple of the One. The dragon fires of Akatosh remain lit until the death of the Emperor. His successor then lights them anew upon ascending to the throne. With Emperor Uriel dead and no successor crowned, the Temple of the One will be dark for the first time in centuries.
What about the Elder Council?
The Elder Council rules in the Emperor's absence by ancient tradition. Chancellor Akato heads the Elder Council and is the closest thing the Empire has to a leader right now. But the Blades answer only to the Emperor, of course. We are not an arm of the government.
Tell me more about Martin.
He is a priest in the chapel of Akatosh in Kvatch. He never knew that he was Uriel Septim's son. You need to find him at once and bring him safely back here.
And what about Miruni's Dagon?
The Daedra Prince of Destruction, an inveterate foe of all mortal races. He was involved with Jagar Tharn's plot against the Empire years ago. It doesn't surprise me to find his hand in the current calamity.
And tell me more about the Blades.
Yes, Boris told you right. I am the Grand Master of the Blades. We serve the Emperor and the Septim bloodline. Talos is our patron. You wonder to find me here? Discretion is our watchword. Only a few of us have the honor to serve publicly in the Imperial Guard. Waste no time. You must find Martin before the enemy does.
What have we got in here? Wow. We have a steel bow. Steel arrows. Take those. Scroll of shock. Take all the potions. I'll leave the rest here for now. Before we go find Martin, I'm gonna head to Chorrol. Or Coral. Okay, that's as close as we can get. We're gonna set a marker here. We're gonna go to Coral. And so let's get on the road. Rumare, Imperial City. So Coral must be this way. carrying quite a bit of stuff right now, and I'd like to offload a bunch of it. Some of this I don't think that we need very much longer. We got the two short swords we can get rid of. We can get rid of this rusty bow. In fact, we have a lot. And some miscellaneous, sapphire and such. So, we have 251 gold as it is. We'll just get rid of this stuff.
How do you do?
Northern goods and trade. There we go.
Hello. I don't think we've met. Are you new in town?
Yes, I am. Pleased to meet you.
Likewise. I'm always glad to meet someone new. Welcome. I'm sure my mother would be glad to meet you as well.
Who's your mother?
My mother owns this shop. She would be glad of your business.
Oh, do you know any rumors?
Velena Danton just hasn't been the same since her eldest son died. Still, she does a good job of running the Fighters Guild. Bye. Only the finest wares to buy and barter at Northern Goods and Trades. I'm Cedneus, the proprietor. How can I help you?
Well, let's barter. You do some training as well. What training do you do?
Knowledge is the key to success in any endeavor.
Okay, so she trains in mercantile.
Let's do business.
Okay, well, what don't we need anymore? These Welkynd stones. We're going to sell all 8 of those. Let's go to the miscellaneous. Flawed ruby, we'll sell that for 5. The sapphire, we will sell that.
That seems a fair price.
We'll sell the silver nugget. We've already read this book, and we read Brief History of the Empire.
That seems a fair price.
Okay, so we're going to sell the iron bow.
And
we're going to sell the rusty bow. 30 steel arrows. 78 iron arrows. So you know what? We're going to sell these 78 arrows. We've got 30 steel arrows. We'll get more. We're going to sell both of these short swords.
That's a...
And silver emerald ring. We're still wearing the wrist irons. I'm gonna hold on to soul gems. You never know when we might actually require those. Okay, let's see what she's got. Boots of the Swift Merchant. Leather cuirass. It's gonna give us 3. And she wants 62 for it. Yeah, our current cuirass gives us 2, so it's gonna be an upgrade for 62. Alchemy ingredients. Repair hammers. I will take all 3 of those. Oh, and she has lockpicks. I will buy those. Still going to come out ahead. We've got a slightly better cuirass. We're going to sell this one.
A pleasure to serve you.
And we're going to go back.
Good day.
And we're going to put on some clothes. Just going to get some better boots. All right. Let's head out. And it's now raining.
This is unsettling.
Hello.
So, here in Coral, we've got, what's this building here? This is Francois Moutier's house.
Yet I do think he meant well.
Let's hear it.
They say that the priests and priestesses of the
Our
Chapel of
watch.
Dibella have all been murdered. No one even knows who did it.
Apparently, no one has any idea who did it. Now there's some prophet preaching doom in the streets of Anvil.
The servants of Dibella, slaughtered on the very altar of love. Truly shocking.
No!
Indeed.
Do you ever spend time in the Oak Encroacher?
I've had many meals at the Oak Encroacher.
Fighters Guild.
The best in all Cyrodiil, but it suits me fine.
Mages Guild.
Heard any news from the other
So,
provinces?
Nothing I'd like
something we're going to have to think about.
Take care.
You join a guild in this game. You always, it's one of those things you just do. And do we want to join the...
How do you do?
Go this way to get up the stairs. That's Villain Daunton's house. See if we can push him so that way he gets to the... There we go. Now we can get in his house. So, we're going to have to figure out which we want to join. The Mages Guild or the Fighters Guild. I want to definitely get it more into the Mages Guild. I want to start using my magic more, especially when you get into some of the really cool mysticism and alteration spells. We could have a lot of fun with that. Get our alteration up high enough we won't even need to worry about lockpicks anymore. So, something to keep in mind. But we're going to wrap up today's stream at this point. And we'll be back again tomorrow, 2 p.m. Mountain Time. That's 4 p.m. Eastern. 10 p.m. if you are in the UK. Or 1 p.m. if you're on the West Coast. So, but we're going to stop here. So thank you so much for watching tonight. And we'll be back again with the next episode. Watch for this episode to be up on YouTube in a couple of days' time. So thanks so much for watching. Have a good night.